Silva just promised fans a quick turnaround into a title fight against Alexander Volkanovski, despite Movsar Evloev's big win over Lerone Murphy at UFC London. Silva posted on Instagram saying, "Be ready, I'm coming back sooner than y'all think," signaling he's expecting to re-enter the title conversation much faster than anticipated. Even with Movsar's performance shifting the momentum at the top of the division, Silva clearly believes he's still in the mix for what comes next at featherweight. On the other side, things are already moving toward an official direction. Volkanovski has reportedly contacted the UFC and informed them he is ready to defend his belt against Movsar Evloev in late August. Evloev himself has also confirmed that he will be fighting this summer, further locking in the timeline for a potential title clash. With UFC 330 expected to be headlined by Islam Makhachev, attention is now shifting toward UFC 331 as the likely landing spot for Volkanovski versus Evloev. That card is expected to take place in early September, although the official location has not been announced yet. Aljamain Sterling predicted the potential clash. Let's dive in.
I think Volk wins. I mean, it's still an interesting matchup because of the conditioning of Movsar, but Volk is well conditioned as well. You know, he's never been a guy who gets tired in a fight. If anything, he gets stronger. And I'm curious to know what Movsar would actually do. I think the difference with myself is just the styles. Like, if I get him down, I think everyone got to kind of see that this past weekend. Just like, I just bring a different element to the ground and pound and to the threats of where I can finish the fight. And yeah, training's training, and I wasn't in the best shape when I trained with Volk, but I think he understands that me in shape, it's actually a dangerous fight. And with that said, I think this is why people want to see the fight. It's a very compelling fight, and I'm just curious to see what Movsar would do in that fight. As you know, if they make the matchup, I'm going to watch for sure, and hopefully I get the next crack at the winner.
Arman Tsarukyan has added another layer to the growing discussion around Khamzat Chimaev's brutal weight cuts, revealing a conversation where Khamzat himself said that he would lose the Strickland fight if he somehow made weight. The situation has taken on even more attention after claims surfaced about just how bad Chimaev's condition was during that camp. TJ Dillashaw shared details from a conversation with Sam Calavita, describing Khamzat vomiting green bile and being extremely close to collapse. It's been suggested that things went wrong near the end of camp when he was trusting the wrong people to manage his weight cut, only consuming a fraction of the water he was supposed to, which made the process even more dangerous. His known medical situation, including having only half of his thyroid, has only added more concern around how severe the cut really was. Now fans are debating what all of this actually means in hindsight. If Chimaev was truly that compromised, questions naturally follow about how the fight would have looked at full strength. Some believe it explains why he lost the fight, while others argue it doesn't change the outcome, as Sean had problems of his own leading up to the fight.
He started wrestling, and after the first round he got tired, and it's mostly because of weight cut, because he could wrestle like 25 minutes non-stop, and he could spar 25 minutes. After when he started cutting weight, that night he felt so bad, and in the morning he has no energy. We thought it's gonna be easy, but in the morning, like 4 pounds left. His body didn't sweat, you know, and like we just pushed him to cut weight and make weight. It was so hard. And then he said even to me, like, if I'm gonna make this weight, I might lose. I said, bro, no, you're gonna recover and you're gonna be good. So
wow. He did not look good on the scale, right? I mean, it looked like he had a really bad weight cut. Were you ever worried that he was not going to make the weight?
No, I wasn't worried. I know at one point when he said, yeah, I cannot cut weight, at one point, I thought, no way.
Islam Makhachev just revealed he was offered a fight against Michael Morales for January, but he turned it down. Makhachev also sent a warning to Ilya Topuria, vowing to have a conversation with him to settle their issues. In a long interview with Russian channel Usha Taika, Islam covered multiple topics, and we are here to recap it for you. He revealed that he spoke to Peter Yan in Dubai before Merab Dvalishvili's rematch. Islam praised Peter for training with wrestlers in Dagestan to fix past mistakes, noting that if a third fight happens, it would be even easier for Yan because he now knows how to neutralize Merab's wrestling. On Umar Nurmagomedov, Islam finds a potential rematch with Dvalishvili more intriguing than Umar versus Petr Yan. He wants Umar to close his previous loss and believes he has the skills to outplay the former champ. Regarding his own schedule, Makhachev revealed the UFC offered him a fight in January against the undefeated Michael Morales, but he declined because he had just finished a 3-month camp and wouldn't have enough time to prepare. He expects to return after Ramadan, likely around April, May, or June. Now let's hear Makhachev's warning toward Topuria.
The UFC offered me a fight for January, but that date is impossible for me. I had just spent 3 months in a hard training camp, and if I were to fight in January, I would have had to turn around and leave for camp immediately. I told them no, I'll return after Ramadan, probably in April, May, or June. They gave me a name. The offer was for Michael Morales. He's a good opponent because he's undefeated. If you look at guys like Prates or Ian Gary, they've already lost recently, so Morales is the one on a good run right now. Honestly, I think Usman is my most uncomfortable matchup. As for Shavkat, I have no problem fighting him if the UFC puts him in front of me, but the man hasn't fought in over a year. He has to win a fight to get a title shot. I've also noticed this hatred coming from Ilia Topuria lately. I don't know what his problem is. No one in our team has said anything disrespectful about him. He even tried to act tough with Tagir Ulanbekov in Qatar while Tagir was cutting weight and down to 135. It's a bit much. People talk about his grappling, but I've seen him spend entire rounds stuck on his back. We'll settle our problems when we meet. I want to hear him out, ask him what problems he has with us, find out what he wants.
Dana White didn't hold back in criticizing Islam Makhachev for leaking the news about the Michael Morales fight plans. For weeks, the MMA world has been buzzing, with fans and pundits speculating who would be Islam's next title challenger at welterweight. Would it be the young, dangerous Michael Morales, or the legend in Kamaru Usman? The uncertainty kept the division talking, but then Islam confirmed in a Russian interview that the UFC had officially offered him Morales for a January bout, and that revelation didn't sit well with Dana. White has always been outspoken about fighters talking too much and spilling information before the UFC is ready to announce anything, and he didn't shy away from showing his disappointment in a recent Instagram Live session. He didn't outright confirm or deny the fight offer itself, but he made it very clear that he was frustrated that fighters can't keep quiet, stressing that this kind of chatter undermines the promotion's control over announcements and surprises. It's the kind of tension fans love to see, as Dana's frustration only adds fuel to the speculation about Islam's next move in the welterweight division. Who do you want to see Islam defend his belt for the first time against? Can Morales pose real threat to Makhachev? Leave your comments below. Alright, now let's dive into what Dana had to say.
I don't really give a shit anymore. I mean listen, no real big secrets out there. People can't keep their mouth shut for whatever reason. They want to act like they're in the know, so here we are. These guys just can't keep their mouth shut.
If you're watching UFC fights, streams, or MMA content online, protecting your connection matters more than ever. NordVPN helps keep your internet activity private and secure, especially when using public Wi-Fi, traveling, or browsing online. Right now, you can get up to 74% off by using my link in the description below. It's fast, easy to use, and works across all your devices. One of my favorite features is threat protection, which helps block malicious websites, trackers, and annoying ads while browsing. And if certain content is restricted in your region while traveling, NordVPN gives you more flexibility online with thousands of servers worldwide. Check out NordVPN today and support the channel. That's it from MMA Psycho. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for daily MMA news.